The last fire before sleep, a night in the first village. Let your body grow heavy where you rest. There is nothing you need to do now. There is nowhere you need to go. The day is finished, and the night is long, and the night is kind. Let your breath slow on its own, the way smoke rises slow from a low fire. In and out, in and out. We are going to travel together now, very gently, to a place that existed long before maps, before the names of countries, before the words you know. We are going to a small village made of mud and reed and warm stone, somewhere in the wide, soft valley between two rivers, many thousands of years ago. The night there is just beginning, and nothing in this night will hurry you. Imagine the last of the daylight has already gone. The sun set slowly over the low brown hills, the way it always does here, pouring out a long pool of gold that thinned and faded into rose, and then into a deep, dusty blue. You did not have to watch it go. It went the same as it has gone for 10,000 evenings. And now the sky is dimming toward black, and the first stars are coming out, one at a time, soft and unhurried, like seeds dropped into still water. You stand at the edge of this village. You are not a stranger here. The night has made room for you. Let yourself feel how the warm earth holds the heat of the long day even now, hours after the sun has gone. The houses are small and round and low. They are built of mud bricks dried in the sun, and their walls are thick, and their roofs are bundles of river reed laid close and packed down. When you walk near them, you can smell the dry sweetness of those reeds, and beneath it, the clean, dusty smell of the earth they are made from. The walls are still warm to the touch. Run your hand along one very slowly. It is rough and grainy and faintly cool on the outside now, where the night air has begun to settle. But if you press your palm flat and hold it there, you can feel the warmth that lives deeper inside the brick. The houses breathe out the heat they drank in all day. They will keep their people warm long into the night. A path winds between the houses. It is made of trodden earth, smoothed by countless bare feet over countless years, and it is soft and fine like powder. When you walk on it, it makes almost no sound. Just the faintest hush, the lightest brush of skin against ground. There is no need to hurry along this path. It only leads to the center of the village, where a fire is burning low, and where the people are gathering for the last quiet hour before sleep. You can already see the glow of it. A warm orange light flickering between the dark shapes of the houses, rising and falling, gentle as breath. Walk toward it slowly. There is all the time in the world. The air here smells of many soft things, layered one over another. It smells of wood smoke, thin and sweet and gray, drifting low over the rooftops. It smells of bread that was baked earlier in the day, that warm grain smell that lingers in the walls. It smells of dust and dry grass and the faraway green of the river reeds. And underneath all of it, when the breeze turns, there is the cool, damp breath of the two rivers, somewhere out beyond the fields. Breathe it in slowly. I hold it just a moment. And let it go. And as you come closer to the fire, you begin to hear the small sounds of the evening. They are quiet sounds. They do not call for your attention. They simply exist the way the stars exist, easy and unbothered. You hear the low crackle and tick of the burning wood. You hear a soft voice somewhere, a woman humming to a child, the tune so old that nobody remembers a time before it. You hear the click of a wooden spoon against a clay bowl. You hear, far off, a dog turning over in the dust and sighing. And you hear, faintest of all, the wind moving through the tall grass beyond the houses, a long, slow whisper that rises and falls and never quite ends. The center of the village is a wide circle of bare, smooth earth. In the middle of it, the fire is burning in a shallow pit ringed with stones. The stones are dark and rounded, carried up long ago from the riverbed, and they have grown black and warm with the smoke of many nights. The fire is not large. It has already done its great work of the day. It cooked the food, it warmed the bricks, it dried the grain. Now it is only embers and low flame, and that is exactly enough. The embers glow deep red and gold, breathing brighter when the night air stirs them, then dimming, then brightening again. You watch them for a moment. There is something in the slow pulse of embers that asks nothing of you, only that you watch and grow still and let your thoughts settle like dust onto a warm floor. People are sitting around the fire on mats of woven reed and on low stones smoothed by generations of sitting. They are not many. This is a small village, and these are all the people in it. There are old ones with faces lined deep as dry riverbeds who sit close to the warmth and say little. There are mothers and fathers, tired in a good way from the day's work, their hands resting now, finally still. There are children, the small ones already drowsy, leaning against the warm bodies of the grown ones, their eyes half closed. And there is room for you among them. A space on a soft reed mat, near enough to the fire to feel its heat on your face, far enough that you are comfortable. Sit down slowly. Feel how the warm earth and the woven reed hold you. You are welcome here. The heat of the fire reaches you gently. It touches your face first, a soft, dry warmth like sunlight remembered. It touches your hands, where you hold them loosely toward the embers. And it sinks slowly into your chest and your shoulders and lets them loosen, lets them fall, lets them rest. The cool of the night is at your back, but the fire is in front of you. And between the two, you settle into a perfect balance, warm and easy and held. This is the oldest comfort there is. To sit by a fire at the end of a long day. People have done this for longer than there have been words to describe it. And tonight, you are one of them. Above you, the sky has finished darkening. It is the deep, clear black of a place with no lamps but the moon, no lights but the stars, and the stars are many. They are thick and bright and close, scattered across the whole black bowl of the sky like grains of pale sand thrown across dark cloth. Some of them are very bright and steady. Some of them flicker, faint, and shy at the edge of seeing. A long, pale band of softer light arches across the whole sky from one horizon to the other. A great river of stars, brighter than any river of water. The people here have stories for all of them. But tonight, there is no need for stories. Tonight, you may simply lean your head back just a little and let your eyes wander among the stars and feel how small and how safe you are beneath them. An old woman by the fire stirs a clay pot that hangs from a frame of wood above the embers. She moves slowly. Everything here moves slowly at this hour. The pot is full of grain and water, and a little of the green herbs that grow by the river. And it has been simmering gently for a long time, sending up a thin curl of fragrant steam. She lifts the wooden spoon, lets the thick porridge slide back into the pot, and watches it with the patience of someone who has stirred 10,000 pots and is in no hurry at all. The smell of it drifts to you on the warm air, earthy and soft and good. The smell of food made slowly by hands that know exactly what they are doing. She will share it soon, ladling it into small clay bowls, passing them hand to hand around the circle. But not yet. For now, she only stirs, and the fire only glows, and the night only deepens, and there is no reason to do anything but breathe. Let your breathing match the slow stir of the spoon. In as it lifts, out as it sinks. In and out. There is no thought you need to finish tonight. There is no task waiting for you in this place. The work of this village was done before the sun went down, and the work that comes tomorrow will wait until the light returns. In the space between, there is only this fire, this warmth, this quiet circle of breathing people beneath a sky thick with stars. Let your shoulders drop a little more. Let your jaw soften. Let the small muscles around your eyes grow loose and heavy. The clay bowls are passed around the circle now. You feel one placed gently into your hands. It is warm, almost as warm as the fire, and the warmth seeps into your fingers and your palms. The clay is rough and honest under your touch, shaped by hand, marked with the faint print of the fingers that made it long ago. Inside is the warm porridge, soft and mild, smelling of grain and green herbs. You do not have to eat. You may simply hold the warm bowl and let it warm your hands. But if you wish, you may taste it. It is plain and gentle and good. It tastes of the earth and the rain and the patient work of growing things. It tastes of a meal shared in the dark, around a fire, among people who are glad of the quiet. Eat slowly if you eat. There is enough. There is always enough on a night like this. A child near you has finished, or nearly finished, and now leans into the side of a grown one, eyes drooping. The grown one wraps an arm around the small body without a word, and the child settles, breathing slow. You watch the small chest rise and fall. Rise and fall. The fire ticks. A log settles with a soft sigh, and a tiny constellation of sparks rises up, drifts a moment in the warm air, and goes dark. Up they go, the sparks, small and orange, and then they are gone, swallowed by the night, harmless and beautiful. The fire makes more of them every little while. There is no need to watch for them. They will rise whether you watch or not, and they will fade whether you watch or not. The way everything rises and fades in its own time, gently, without your effort. Somewhere out in the dark, beyond the ring of firelight, the village settles too. The animals are quiet in their pens, packed close and warm against one another. You can hear, very faintly, the slow shift of a sheep's body, the soft brush of wool against wool, a contented breath. A goat sighs. The dog by the houses has gone fully to sleep. It's breathing deep and even. The fields beyond the village stand dark and still, the young grain swaying ever so slightly in the night breeze. Thousand stalks moving as one, whispering a sound so soft you feel it more than hear it. Everything is settling. Everything is coming to rest. And you are settling too, sinking a little deeper into the warm mat, your weight growing easy, your edges growing soft. The old woman has stopped stirring now. The pot is set aside. The work of the meal is done. She sits back, her hands folded in her lap, her face glowing warm in the low firelight. And she gazes into the embers with the calm of someone who has seen many thousands of fires burn down and many thousands of mornings come after. She is not waiting for anything. She is simply here in the warmth, in the dark content. There is a deep wisdom in that stillness. It says without words that the night is safe, that the morning will come, that for now there is nothing to do but rest. Let that wisdom settle over you like a warm cloth laid gently across the shoulders. The night is safe. The morning will come. For now, there is nothing to do but rest. Breathe it in. The night is safe. Breathe it out. The morning will come. And for now, there is nothing to do. And out, but at rest. The walls of the houses around the circle stand dark and rounded against the starlit sky. Each one holds a sleeping place inside. Soft mats laid over a packed earth floor. Bundles of dried grass for pillows covered with woven cloth. Wraps of soft wool washed in the river and dried in the sun, smelling faintly of grass and smoke and warm skin. The houses wait, patient and warm, for their people to come in from the fire. But there is no rush. The fire still glows, and the night is long, and no one wants to leave the circle just yet. This in between time, this gentle hour, is too good to hurry away from. So everyone lingers. And so do you. Listen now to the smallest sounds, the ones beneath the others. The soft pop of a single ember. The faint creak of a reed mat as someone shifts their weight. The long, slow breath of the old woman, in and out, in and out. The whisper of the wind through the grain, far off and faint, rising and falling like the sea you have never seen. A night bird calls once, somewhere far away, a low, soft note, round and gentle, and then it is quiet again. These sounds do not pull at you. They do not ask anything of you. They are simply the sounds the world makes when it is at peace. And tonight, the world is at peace. The fire has settled lower now. The flames have mostly gone, and what remains is a deep bed of glowing coals, red and gold and orange, pulsing slowly with their own quiet heat. The light they cast is softer now, dimmer, kinder. The faces around the circle are warm shadows, half lit calm. The shadows of the houses have grown longer and softer against the dark earth. And the stars overhead seem brighter now that the flames have died down, brighter and closer, and more numerous than before. You could lie back where you sit and look up at them for hours and never see them all and never grow tired of looking. But your eyes are heavy. It is hard to keep them on the stars. They want to close. And there is no reason not to let them. Let your eyes close now if they wish to. You can still feel the warmth of the coals on your face. You can still hear the soft sounds of the village settling, the breathing, the wind, the faint shift of sleeping animals. You can still smell the wood smoke and the warm grain and the cool breath of the distant rivers. The world is still here, all around you, holding you. You have only closed your eyes. And behind your closed eyes, there is a soft, warm darkness, glowing faintly red where the firelight reaches. And it is the most comfortable darkness you have ever known. Rest there. We will stay here a long while now, in this gentle place, you and I. The night will go on around us, slow and warm and safe. And I will keep speaking softly, so you are not alone in the dark. But you do not need to listen to the words. You only need to let them carry you the way the slow river carries a fallen leaf, turning it gently, drifting it on, asking nothing of it but that it float. Float now. Let the words be the river. Let yourself be the leaf. Drift. Far beyond the village, the two great rivers move through the dark. They are wide and slow and patient. They have been flowing for longer than anyone can imagine, longer than the village, longer than the people, longer than the grain in the fields. They flow through the night now, dark and smooth, the starlight scattered across their surface in 1,000 small trembling points. Where the water meets the reeds at the bank, it makes the softest sound, a gentle lapping, a slow, patient touch, over and over, never the same, never different. The frogs sing low in the shallows, a deep, slow chorus, rising and falling, the oldest lullaby there is. And the herons stand in the dark water, one leg tucked, heads beneath their wings, asleep, swaying ever so slightly with the current. The rivers gave this place its life. They flood gently in the spring, spreading dark, rich mud across the fields. And when they pull back, the earth they leave behind is soft and fertile and good. The people learned long ago to read the moods of the rivers, to plant their grain when the waters draw down, to gather it in before they rise again. It is a slow, patient knowledge passed down through the generations, learned not from books but from living, from watching the water and the sky and the long turning of the seasons. It is the kind of knowledge that does not hurry, the kind that knows the rivers will come and go whether one frets or not, the kind that lets a person sleep deeply at night, trusting in the slow turning of the world. You may borrow that trust tonight. The rivers will rise and fall in their own good time. The seasons will turn whether you watch or not. There is nothing you must do but rest. Back at the fire, someone has risen very quietly and gathered a sleeping child into their arms. They carry the child toward one of the round, dark houses, moving slow and careful across the soft earth, and they disappear through the low doorway into the warm dark within. You hear the faint rustle as the child is laid down on a soft mat, the murmur of a voice almost too low to make out, the soft creak of a body settling beside the small one. And then quiet again. One more sleeper in the warm dark. The houses are filling slowly, one drowsy traveler at a time. But the fire still glows, and a few still linger by it in no hurry, watching the coals dim, listening to the night. The coals are deep red now, the color of the last edge of sunset, the color of something warm and slow and almost asleep. When the night air moves across them, they brighten for a moment, a faint orange bloom rising through the red, and then they settle again, fading back, breathing out their warmth into the dark. There is a rhythm to it. Bright and dim. Bright and dim. Like a great heart beating very slowly, very gently, somewhere deep in the warm earth. Let your own breath fall into that rhythm. Slow and slower. In as the coals brighten, out as they fade. There is no hurry in the coals, and there is no hurry in you. The old woman has not moved. She sits with her hands folded, gazing into the coals, and her face is soft and content in the dying light. She is the keeper of the fire tonight. She will sit a while longer after the others have gone to their beds, watching the coals, making sure they are banked and safe before she covers them with a layer of warm ash to keep them through the night. For the fire must never go fully out. It is the heart of the village, the thing that warms and cooks and gives light, and it has been kept alive, this same fire, carried from hearth to hearth, season to season, for longer than anyone remembers. And to let it die would be to lose something precious. So the old woman watches, patient and unhurried, as she has watched on 1,000 nights before. And there is great comfort in knowing that someone is watching the fire, that you may sleep and the fire will be kept, that you may rest and someone wiser and older is keeping the warmth alive in the dark. Let that comfort hold you now. Someone is watching the fire. You do not have to. You may rest, and the warmth will be kept. You may sleep, and the morning will come, and the fire will still be glowing, ready to be coaxed back into flame, ready to warm the bread and the bricks and the people once again. The fire will be kept. You may rest. Breathe it in. The fire will be kept. Breathe it out. You may rest. Imagine now that you too rise from your place by the fire. Slowly, there is no need to hurry. Your legs are heavy and warm, and the earth is soft beneath your feet, and the night air is cool and clean against your skin. You walk a few quiet steps toward one of the round houses, the one nearest you, with its low, warm doorway and its thick walls still holding the day's heat. You stoop a little to pass through the doorway, and inside, the air is warm and close and dark, and it smells of dry earth and woven reed and the faint, sweet ghost of wood smoke. There is a sleeping mat here, laid over the packed earth floor. It is woven of soft river reed, smoothed by use, and over it lies a wrap of soft wool, washed and dried and warm. You lower yourself down onto it slowly. The mat gives a little beneath you, soft and forgiving. The earth beneath the mat is firm and steady and warm. You lie back, and your head finds a bundle of dried grass wrapped in cloth, soft as anything, and it cradles your head just so. You pull the wool wrap up over you. It is warm. It smells of grass and sun and smoke. It settles over your body like a hand laid gently across your shoulders. And you are held. The walls of the house are close and thick, and they keep out the cool night air. Through the low doorway, you can still see, very faintly, the orange glow of the fire's coals and the dark shapes of the few who still linger there. You can still hear the soft sounds of the village, the faint crackle of the coals, the slow breathing of those nearby, the wind in the grain far off, rising and falling. But the sounds are softer now, muffled by the thick, warm walls, and they seem to come from very far away from the edge of a dream. You are warm. You are safe. You are held. There is nothing left to do tonight but breathe and sink and rest. Feel the weight of your body against the soft mat. Feel how the earth beneath you holds you up, steady and sure, asking nothing. Feel the warm wool wrap settling over you, heavy and soft. Feel your head sinking into the soft bundle of grass beneath it. Your feet are warm. Your legs are heavy and loose. Your hips have settled into the mat. Your back is supported, every part of it, by the steady, warm earth. Your shoulders have dropped all the way down, all the tension drained out of them and into the ground. Your arms lie loose and easy at your sides. Your hands are open, soft, still. Let the warmth move up through you now slowly. From your feet, warm and heavy. Up through your legs, loose and at ease. Into your hips and your back, settled and supported. Through your chest, rising and falling, slow and easy with each breath. Into your shoulders, dropped and soft. Down your arms, heavy and still. Up through your neck, long and loose. Into your jaw, which softens and lets go. Around your eyes, which are gently closed, the small muscles smoothing and resting. Across your forehead, which grows smooth and clear and calm. And up over the crown of your head, where the last of the day's thinking dissolves softly into the warm dark. You are completely at rest now. And every part of you is warm,